Welcome to Callawegin Fly Fishing with Robert Smart. Now, here's Robert.
Greetings. On this video, I'm going to tie a copper john, created by a gentleman by the name of John Barr back in the 90s. And since then it's become world famous, and almost all fishermen have it in their box. It's a heavy fly. It's got lead on it and the copper, and it sinks like a rock, which makes it nice. You can fish it in faster water. So everyone ought to have one or two of these in their box, because sometimes they work very, very well. So here we go. We're going to tie a copper john. Okay, we're going to tie a copper john. I've already put the bead head on and some lead wire. The first thing is, for the tail, which is a pain, got these goose biots, and arrange them so they slightly curve. So I want the two sides to curve away from each other, if I can get them. Something like that. And put them on either side of the hook. Something like that, so they flare out. Trim them off. Usually they use brown for that tail, but I've got some with a green tint to them. Okay. I'll tie off that lid a little bit. Kind of build up a base here. Taper that up to the lid. Okay, next, take some copper wire, a fair amount of it. Now the copper wire I've got here is really thinner than I want. I wish I had some thicker, but I don't. So I'm going to double wrap it. Make that wire base a little thicker. Okay. Try to make each wrap touch each other. If you have the little thicker wire, you only got to do this once. You come from the back forward. But I'm going to double wrap it, go back and then forward again. And bring it on forward. And we'll tie that off. And just color top through it and it breaks off. Okay. And the next step is I'm going to take some Flashaboo. A lot of guys use a thicker single strip of Mylar. But I don't have any, so I'm going to use this. Take several strands, 6 or 8. I'm going to tie these right on top. Okay. Now next, I'm going to take a piece of scud back. It's supposed to be black. I only had brown, so I took a black permanent marker and made it black. I just got to work with what material I've got. We're going to tie that right on top, just like we did the Flashaboo. Like that. Right on top. Okay, next, take some peacock Earl. Some guys use 2 or 3 strands. I'm just going to use 1. And wrap that forward. It's for the thorax. Pry that off. Trim it off. Okay. Now for the front legs, took a hen feather and cut out a notch in the middle like that. I'm going to take that set it on top and kind of on the sides. Try that again. Come on now. Oh, darn it. Yeah. I'm positioned about like that. Come on. Yeah, not too bad. And I'm going to trim that off. I'll trim it as most of it off around that bead as best I can. Okay. Now, next step, take that mylar, bring that forward. Tie it off in just a slight tension and trim it. If you pull it too tight, that mylar will come flying out of there. And then bring the flasher groove forward. We'll do the same thing with it. Trim that off. Okay. A few more wraps. And we're going to whip finish it. Okay, now the final step on this is, go ahead and trim my thread first. Take some UV cement. Put a generous dab right on top. Have it overlap onto the copper and on the bead head. We'll cook that down. About got it. There you have it. Copper John. They sink like a rock and very proven fly.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe.